You're not ready yet.
Okay, I'm ready now.
Okay. And Smoke Break, episode 61. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Smoke Break.
Niggas.
I kind of got one.
Got one.
I got an opening song for today.
Oh,
I
boy.
don't know. What's up, guys? It's Jarrell and Sandon and Bud.
Oh, yeah, we got to do that.
No, we don't. I just tried it. Shit sounded gay as fuck.
No. Hold on. Shemaine Man Sandman back in the place to be, and I'm here with my. Do I call y'all co-host? Are we all co-hosts? Because if I say my co-host, it makes it sound like I'm the host.
We're all co-hosts.
I don't know. Okay, that went off badly.
So if I say
Sandman, J, Real, and Bud back in the place to be. I don't know. So, we'll workshop that.
you know the vibes.
We're like 60 episodes in, and we don't have an introduction for real.
Nigga.
That's not it. That is not it.
It's not an introduction.
That is an introduction.
That is a creative choice that you made with input from no one else and just kept going ahead with it.
Nah, nigga. You know what? Fuck you guys, man.
I was not made a part of like the voting council.
Friends, I don't know new relationships. All that pussy ass shit, hey, I don't respect none of that shit, man. If you got something for me, man, they got plenty of niggas around me. You
That's the
can
energy
call.
I'm on towards y'all.
Man, nigga, it's plenty ways you can get in touch with me.
If you
Man,
ain't
don't
like
get on
me,
no internet and do nothing
nigga.
Publicly, don't do nothing dealing with no fucking publicity, none of that pussy and shit. And I'm good on no keys, gangster. When you buy shit cash, two keys come with the car anyway. Mind your fucking business, man.
That was him to Jay Prince. That shit was hilarious.
The NBA young boy.
Yeah.
These young niggas is out here.
Just every.
No, I feel him
nigga
though.
ever.
Because Jay Prince did the thing like, well, homeboys, we got your keys back. The young boys just want to make it right. They sorry, but I got it for you. Oh, nigga, get the fuck out of my business.
So wait, somebody snatched his keys and Jay Prince got him back?
Well, somebody, I guess they was in his house and took some shit and the keys to the cars and some umbrellas and out the Rolls Royces. I don't know, some little stupid shit. And I guess Jay Prince got it back, but he put it on there, like on the internet. So like, I got your stuff back for you. They want to make it right. That was NBA young boy's
Oh, okay.
response.
Yeah. I guess you could respond to me like privately that you got my shit back and not tell the whole world. But also, that's the same energy of like shoving a nigga after they stop some other niggas from whooping your ass.
It's like big boy.
Get the fuck up off me, man. Like, hey, nigga, I just
You didn't have
saved your
to.
life.
I had this shit. You ain't have to.
I had it, nigga. If you had it, I wouldn't have came in.
Ain't worried about no pussy ass keys.
I don't know. God bless these niggas.
Young boys are hilarious.
It's a good time. And herpes.
Oh, he do.
Herpes.
Can't
He got
forget.
herpes.
Can't forget.
All right.
I don't see how. I don't listen to the nigga. I don't follow the nigga, but I know he has herpes. That's why I'm like, how are you? Are you only fucking bitches with herpes? Or are there females without herpes that are like,
Yes.
I'll take that chance? Like,
Yes. It's a surprising amount.
Nobody
Actually.
care about herpes, nigga.
child support, we'll see. Like, it don't matter if they say like what 1 out of 3 or 1 out of 4 people have
It's
herpes.
1 out of 4.
So it's like, all right, obviously it's not stopping nobody's grind. Like if 25% of the population got it, obviously
Nobody care about herpes.
we're cool and we can function with it. However,
Everyone has AIDS.
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 I don't want to get herpes from you because, nigga, that's gross, and I got that for forever. It's not like
And everyone
put
is
some
dead
cream
from
on
AIDS.
it.
He died of AIDS. I'm sorry.
It's not like put cream on it and the shit's gone. Like, nah, nigga, I got herpes from you, and it's with me until the day that I die. And then I'm gonna just
My father AIDS. My brother AIDS.
get some fucking sores on my lips, and I just gotta tell niggas like, oh no, it's a cold sore. It's not. No, nigga, it's
The gays in the
herpes.
streets and the whites and the spades.
You
Everyone has AIDS. My cousin and my dog old blue. The Pope has got it and so do you. Come on everybody, we got quilting to do. No?
Go ahead, man.
You know what that's from?
Nope.
Jero. Or Santa.
Oh, he knows what it's from.
America.
Go fuck yourself. Did you really just ask me that question?
I just didn't seem to appreciate the joke.
AIDS. AIDS.
Get out of my face, bud. Fuck you and fuck Drew. So I'm put that out there.
Yeah, man. Everyone has AIDS. So what's been going on in the world? Oh, Donald Trump. I woke up out of a nap and I squinted my eyes a little bit and I heard him clear as day. And they want to take our monuments. They're beautiful. They're heroes of the Confederate. I was like, I know he was on that side. I just need to hear him say it out loud. And I went back to sleep. That was it. And I told him, you do more testing, we got to slow it down. And I was like,
so did this nigga
yep, I'm going back to sleep.
Tell the whole country that he intentionally slowed down testing?
I'm going back to sleep now. And I just rolled over and went back to sleep. He said and did exactly what. All right.
Yeah, it's Trump. So he trumped.
I was president.
Yeah, but that was a real fucking thing, man. I wish I could find it. And he'd be like, what?
The nigga talked about him walking down a ramp. He shat on Sleepy Joe Biden, which I've seen the Trump ads trying to say, is Biden slipping? And it's like, my nigga, you can't show these clips of Biden slipping up when we just watch Trump every day.
Man.
We just watch this nigga on camera. Did y'all niggas see him go down that ramp? I don't want to...
Yeah. I mean, he did it how I go down Muddy Banks.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I watch the shit and I'm like, all right, maybe I would have thought something different had I not seen a white man just as old right next to him, trying to walk and then be like, oh, this is what we own. He just had to stop next to him and let him shuffle a couple steps while he took a regular human step. And then he said, I jogged down the last 10 feet. No, you didn't. You just swung your arms and then took a regular step to get off the ramp. I don't really give a fuck about this, but if you want to make it a big deal, you look like an old man with dementia. It's cool.
Man,
I've seen that energy, and that's what that is.
I don't know.
The nigga got a round of applause for drinking a cup of water using only one hand.
Is that a good?
Because there have been multiple clips of him picking it up in one hand and then using the other hand to help the last few inches to his mouth, which is weird as fuck. What? You're not
no. Hey,
a
that nigga.
child with a cup of hot chocolate. This is not a two-hand operation. And look, did it with one hand and motherfuckers applauded. And I'm like, that's where the bar is that goddamn low to where what is it? He drank water with one hand. Bruh.
Hold on.
I can drink a whole bottle of water with one hand and one gulp. I can kill this whole water drinking game. Bang on these bitches of water.
You sound like a hater right now. You're just part of the extreme left, and you're fake news, talking about them, talking bad about them, because you would never wear a Trumper.
Testing is a double-edged sword. Okay. We've tested now 25 million people.
We'll get the Trump rally in 3 minutes.
Probably 20 million people more than anybody else. Germany's done a lot.
No, it's not.
South Korea's done a lot. They call me. They say the job you're doing. Here's the bad part.
No, they didn't.
When you do testing to that extent, you're gonna find more people. You're gonna find more cases. So I said to my people, slow the testing down, please. I stand before you today.
Why are they clapping?
Yeah, why would they cheer that?
Okay. Why would they cheer that? You
I
guys
told
want
them
to
to
talk about
slow
it?
the test. First off, all right, let me put it like this. We talked about the herpes shit, where it's one out of every 4 people have it.
Yeah.
If we can test the entire U.S. population, it's oh shit, 25% of all Americans have herpes. That's not testing and getting. If you test, you find more cases.
Yeah.
Yeah, nigga, you're testing. If I don't, I can't. It's so stupid. I can't find a way to put into words I can't create an analogy because that's the fucked up thing. Whenever nigga says no, that's just it. There's no punchline. That's it. Nigga, that's it. Whenever you test, you find more cases. Probably. But it's not creating more cases by testing. You're finding the cases that you already have. If I go outside and test for flaming ghosts, nigga, there are going to be no flaming ghosts. Hopefully. there are no fucking flaming ghosts. But if there are already flaming ghosts outside, I'm like, I'm testing for flaming ghosts, and niggas look at me and go, stop creating flaming ghosts. Like, nah, nigga, they're there already. I'm just telling you that they're there.
But do you have anything to say? I just think the show was hilarious.
It seems like a messed up like SNL sketch sometimes.
Yeah.
He just got to get his.
It would be funny
base
on
going.
SNL, but it's like, oh no, that's our real president.
This is
Like,
real.
But also, like, good for him. Like, he's galvanized his base, which is great. But in the interest of galvanizing his base, he's alienated, like, everybody else.
Hey.
And even his base, like, he's whittled it down. Like, I know some motherfuckers, again, will, like, never vote Democrat.
Okay, we did that one already.
But the same motherfuckers that go, I'll never vote Democrat, are having, like, a hard time voting for him.
Is stronger than ever before.
The silent majority is strong.
Hey, racist people, you're not as alone as you think.
5 months from now, we're going to defeat Sleepy Joe Biden. When rioting and looting broke out in our nation's capital, I very quickly deployed the National Guard. I said, get them in. After watching for an evening or two, we stopped the violence.
There's the black
and
people. They're always
peace
right
and
there.
order to the streets. And last night they had a little breakout again. They ripped down a statue that was 110 years old.
Fuck that statue.
Beautiful piece of art in front of the police precinct with our radical left mayor watching on television. 2 days ago, leftist radicals in Portland, Oregon ripped down a statue of George Washington.
Oh, shit.
And wrapped
Some shit that I learned this week. You can press play whenever you feel like it. But, like, oh, George Washington had wooden teeth. No, he didn't. George Washington had dentures. Thanks, bud, for letting me finish that sentence. Truly appreciate it.
What happened?
Yeah, no. The teeth that were in his fucking dentures were pulled from the mouths of slaves.
Oh.
He didn't have wooden dentures, nigga. He had slave teeth in his mouth.
Nice.
Maybe they were embedded in wood. But it's like, hold on. Like, nigga, that's way more fucking horrifying. Like, the thought of this nigga having wooden teeth is bad enough. But who was proofreading history books and just decided, like, hey, did y'all tell them that this nigga had slave teeth in his mouth? That shit the fuck out. Wooden. Just say they were wood. Nigga, like, get the fuck out of here. Nobody needs to know this nigga's walking around with live, not even dead nigga teeth. He's walking around with live nigga teeth in his mouth.
Nigga teeth.
Nigga.
Nigga teeth.
Nigga, that's fucking terrifying. And then I just saw a statue of, I think it was in Philadelphia, with Abraham Lincoln, like, petting the top
Oh, yeah.
of a nigga's head that's like bowing at his feet. And I'm like, you want to know what, how did that... Like, I saw the terrifying Robert E. Lee statue in Tennessee to where it's like, leave that up. Because that shit looks...
menacing.
No, that shit looks like a still from Robot Chicken.
Oh.
Like Robert E. Lee got electrocuted on Robot Chicken, and that's the statue that they put up. But that Abraham Lincoln shit, I'm like, who walks by this and thinks, that's cool? Like,
the white people? Maybe.
White niggas.
probably.
it in an American flag and set the American flag on fire.
She forgets which reaction she's supposed to. Her blackness is like,
I tell you is Democrat.
Yeah.
And you know, we ought to do something, Mr. Senators. We have two great senators. We ought to come up with legislation that if you burn the American flag, you go to jail
The
for 1 year.
nigga sound like he's spitting all over that microphone.
he is.
Biden is a very willing Trojan horse for socialism. These police officers, they get injured.
Well, that
They
was
don't
Bernie
complain.
Sanders.
They're incredible. And injure
Insert name here.
thousands upon thousands of people only to hear the radical fake news say what a beautiful rally it was.
He is the president.
Yeah.
Like, that's the real life.
Yeah.
And they never talk about COVID. They don't talk
Yeah,
about
they
when
do.
you see 25,000 people walking down Fifth Avenue or walking down a street of a Democrat-run city. You never hear them saying they're not wearing their mask.
Is
By
this
way,
the same nigga that
infectious
tried
disease,
to
without
sell
question,
1 million
has
tickets
more
to a venue
names
with
than
19,000
any
seats?
disease in history. I can name
and had niggas sign a COVID waiver, like, hey, if you catch that shit after you get here. Oh, he said it.
Did that nigga just call it the Kung Flu?
Yeah, he said that.
That was real life?
Yeah. This is, like I said, man, we just gonna call President Trump, like, this is a mulligan. Like, y'all were playing. Like, I get it. Like, y'all thought, ain't no way this should have happened. And then the shit happened. Now we gotta start paying attention again. Like, nigga, we took it for granted that motherfuckers would just do right.
This nigga really
and then
just
we did all the way wrong. Yeah.
Said the Kung Flu.
The Kung Flu.
Kung Flu.
You know what it makes me think of, and it's crazy? Saddam and Satan in hell right now. And he's, come on, guy. Like, this is so... I'm putting this up there with them.
Reminds me
I'm putting this in the same... I don't know how or why I put those two together, but...
Like on South Park where Mr. Garrison is playing Donald Trump, and it's like, he's a less ridiculous version of the actual Donald Trump.
It's crazy.
He reminds me of Kim Jong-il from Team America. Like, that's
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly it. It's, we've seen the craziness.
But he doesn't have Matt Damon.
You know that.
Mm-hmm.
They'll expel
Alec
anyone who
Baldwin.
disagrees with them. Look what happens when you disagree. You use a term that's perfect and they're not happy with it. They call you a racist. They call you a horrible person. Today I'm also announcing that I have directed Secretary of the Interior David Bernhardt
What is that?
to place the John Hope Franklin Reconciliation Park here in Tulsa on the African American Civil Rights Network. And we will make America great again. Thank you, Oklahoma. Thank you.
That's a good fucking time, man.
Oh, no, I saw the nigga after he got back to the White House, like, whenever he hopped off, I guess it was his jet or whatever. The nigga looked like he'd been drinking and crying, like, the whole way back. It's like he looked like Bruce Willis in the middle of a Die Hard movie. Like, he hasn't, like, gotten, like, full bloody fucked up yet, but his suit is fucked up, and he's sweaty, and he don't know what the fuck to do.
That guy, man, that's a good fucking time.
Yeah, I guess.
That's a good time.
But you want to know what? I feel like he's making it harder for writers. Because you can try and write like an asshole-ish villain. And if you wrote Trump before you got Trump, like, niggas will tell you, like, hey, man, you're doing too much.
Oh, no. There was
This is just really heavy-handed and crass, and who the fuck would ever let this happen? Like,
there was a guy. He was a Trump supporter from yesterday.
oh, was it the one talking about COVID-19?
Yes.
Yeah, if you could find the quote or the quote or the video.
Oh my goodness,
Go
because
for
I
it.
can't. I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, no, it was a lot.
Well, no, they had a meeting at the round table and they stopped it for a little bit, but it's back now. He's like, no, you can't use hydro.
Oh, there was one that said, well, if I get it, I'll just say hydrochloroquine.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, it's turned out that
No,
combined with
they
COVID
had
kills niggas
they'll be
faster.
able to talk to it more detail than I can.
Oh, no, I was talking about another dude. What did he say? Yeah, I had a neighbor who died of COVID-19 and his son was on a ventilator. But, we still don't have, like, all the details on that. And I just, like, I don't know what the facts are. Like, while he's there with no mask, like, huddled around thousands of other niggas. And it's like, wait, so, like, a friend of yours died from this shit. His kid got it and couldn't breathe without assistance, but you're still sitting there like, it might still be a hoax. Like,
Man,
these niggas are kind of sad and hilarious. Like, whenever they say lowest common denominator, a lot of times we assume that these motherfuckers are like just racist or villains. But here's the thing. I think we're severely underestimating how fucking stupid people can be.
yeah, but this guy,
Like, there's a lot of motherfuckers that just didn't finish high school and didn't care to read a book or watch news. Like,
This
imagine
guy
a
took
nigga
the
that dropped
cake
out
yesterday.
in middle school with our whitewashed American history and then just started watching Fox News. They get to vote
that's all the
too.
time.
Like, you don't get to take a test towards like, oh man, can you vote? Here, Like, take this basic intelligence test and then you get to go vote. Like, nah, nigga. Like, you turned 18 and you went to the BMV. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, you have a say in what happens in this country. Kinda.
Man, I wish I could find that because that was the best shit yesterday, man. And I'll never be able to find it. But he was amazing. It was a good time. Fuck those guys. I hope everybody who went there catch it. And not the good kind of catch it. The bad catch it.
Bad.
A little bit, yeah. Like, I don't... I'd hate to wish ill on anybody, but... Like, if you walk face first into a fart cloud that you knew was there, like, yeah, nigga, I hope you smell shit. Like, there's nothing else I can do for you. Like, you did that to yourself. I didn't do it to you. I didn't take a vial of COVID and, like, break it in your house. Like, no, you did
fake
that
news
shit.
planted it in here because they knew we'd be here. Or something like that. On Corona, I want to find that. Like, that guy was fucking hilarious. So, anything else been going on out here? What you guys been up to? Reading and watching? I finished Spook by the Door. I'm almost done with it. It's a good one.
It's only started it yet.
Bum.
I'll probably finish it next time we come in here, then we can talk about it. Even though we're not really qualified to talk about that shit. But it is what it is. Yo, did you see niggas singing a Trump song in Tulsa? Like, just white people with acoustic guitars, which is already the whitest shit you can do. Decked out in all Trump attire. Talking about making America great again. And it's like, this is terrible. And also, how are you offbeat to a song that you're singing? But whatever.
I mean, you know, rhythm, Caucasians, it's... Hey. Pretty sure Dave Chappelle and John Mayer covered this already.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, not really speaking of which, it's just some shit I was thinking about and I'm speaking on it. Apparently, like the young Gen Z niggas, they don't like millennials, but I feel like it's the same way millennials looked at Generation X and Generation X looked at like boomers and shit, to where everybody looks at their parents or the generation that came before is like, fuck you, I'm never going to be you. I got radical ideas and shit's going to change. And then like they get old and tired and sit their asses down and become us.
Yeah.
But I think my millennial generation, we're in a weird stage because we realize like being an adult isn't a thing. Like, nigga, you just get older and pay bills. There is no like adult shit. So we're still sitting out there like talking about Steven Universe and Harry Potter and manga and anime and cartoons and shit. And these young niggas is like, nigga, why the fuck are you watching my cartoons and talking about it, you 30-year-old fuck? And we sitting there like, hey, fuck you, nigga, I buy this merchandise. And it's a very weird situation. And the Harry Potter shit is super weird because it's like, yo, we love this. Oh, J.K. Rowling just tweeted. Don't read that. Like, don't do that. Don't do that to us. Like, she gave it to us, and we're gonna take this gift and ignore the fuck out of her and everything else she has to say.
Hey, here's a good one for you, Sam.
Guys, Black Lives Matter and all cops
Millennials.
are bad. We will protest. We will demonstrate. We will destroy this racist, capitalistic establishment once and for all. Oh, shut the hell up, you dumb
Boomers.
asses. All lives matter. And I feel real bad about the black guys who keep getting killed by the cops. But guess what? If you committed less crimes, you get killed less times. President Trump could fix all of this tomorrow if you would just shut your asses up and let him. Okay, so both of you sound like you've been smoking
Generation
large amounts
X.
of crack cocaine. Okay, of course, Black lives matter. And of course, people need to respect law enforcement. But there are some significant flaws in this system that have allowed bad people to become cops and do bad things with their power. But not all cops are bad. Everything has to be assessed here on a case-by-case basis. Hey, but have y'all ever seen that show, Boy Meets World, before?
Generation Z.
I just seen that shit for the first time the other day, and I was straight up simp for that girl Topanga on there.
Throbbing.
Digging in a damn snicker. Don't make no sense.
That's a good time. That's a good time.
Oh,
That
man, I'm
just
pretty
remind-
sure Topanga came out as racist, too. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
I was like, it was
Generations.
most, like, young black dude's first white girl crush. And then it's like, oh, you too?
Nigga, all of them.
Not you too. It's like, my dad said you can't come by anymore. Like, oh.
Yeah, you'd always have a girl friend in like the 4th or 5th grade, and then all of a sudden, one day, like, no, because my parents can't have a black boyfriend. Like, all right, but we can still be boyfriend and girlfriend at school. All right, that's pretty much all it was anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Bitch, I don't see you after lunch.
Oh, no.
Good times, man.
The fucked up thing is, like, it's been the last couple of white girls I've been with.
It's how it be.
Oh, no, not to me. It's just like when they were younger, their fathers blatantly told them, like, don't you bring no black dudes home. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel like he didn't say black dudes, but thanks for cleaning it up for me.
Hey. How does fucking TikTok do that? Because I'm not following nothing. I'm just random. You know what I'm saying?
That's your recommendation.
But, okay, yeah. But my recommendations and, like, Scott's recommendations be way fucking different. My recommendations and Brandy's recommendations should be way fucking... I'll be like, how does... I mean, TikTok be on it, though. Like, I'm going to do one of these pretty soon.
What the fuck is this?
It's funny.
It's a good time. That's what I mean. See, like,
No, man, that's how recommendations work.
you be having waivers on there. See? And fat people and old people that fall. Like, it knows exactly.
It's special. Nigga just said it like they be having retarded niggas and fat niggas and everything.
Old people.
I'm sorry, developmentally disabled. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, man. TikTok. Look, more. It just knows what I'm gonna laugh at. Fat niggas. And crazy white people.
Did you get ACC approval? Did you get? Let me see the ACC approval. Let me see the ACC approval right now.
Bitch, you don't get to. I don't know what this one is doing. Oh, she's putting a wig on. I don't know wig shit. I don't know.
To the girls saying, I can take your man if I want to. Here's what I gotta say about it.
I don't know.
PS5 secured.
Today he got his daddy back. He just got pillows and shit. I think he went to another girl.
We cannot have a podcast. You sitting there
sorry.
watching TikTok.
Hey
It's not
man,
how
I'm
that
just
works.
telling you. Look, you get on your TikTok now. Like, you know what? I need to
No.
get that back.
Oh, actually, you know how you said that J.K. Rowling stuff? Like, don't read anything. Y'all hear about Nickelodeon saying SpongeBob is gay?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the creator came out and said he's asexual. And my
Yeah.
response was, he's a cartoon fucking
It's
sponge.
cartoon sponge.
It's like, I understand everybody wants to be on the right side of history on this, but also,
It's just
I
cartoon
don't-
it's
sponge.
SpongeBob, man. He ain't got no kids. Like, he ain't fucking nobody. I don't.
SpongeBob. I don't. Mm-hmm.
And it's fucked up that I can't have my stance, which is just, I don't care.
What the fuck?
I'm not fucking you. You not fucking anybody I give a fuck about. Who you fucking ain't my concern.
It's a fucking cartoon.
I don't care if they got the same parts or different parts, or you switched up your parts and they switched up.
And
I
you
don't
get the next writer in there and he can
care
say
how it came up.
he only likes brown sugar. I don't fucking care.
He's SpongeBob.
It's SpongeBob.
Nothing about that show. Like, it's not like the
Hey, I'm
weird
more mad
Steven
about the
Universe
live
shit.
PD.
It's like, no. It's just
Why would you stop Live
not
PD?
sexual.
Live PD
They
all
stopped
this-
cops, too.
it was some
All
of
this
my
cop shit
favorite
is out.
shit. I guess. I mean, and they be doing too much, man.
I'm pretty sure there was some live PD shit to where they had to fire. It's weird. Like, one of the recording companies got fired because apparently the police murdered a nigga. They filmed it and then they just like got rid of that film. And I'm like, hold on. So like, the filming and editing company gets fired,
Yeah.
but the cops that murdered the nigga are just like,
No,
just still here.
the Blue Shield, nigga.
Was it Breonna Taylor got a whole fucking law named after her? And it's
Yeah.
like, hey, what about the niggas that murdered her?
I think they said they might fire one.
I think they did fire one, but it's also like,
I don't know, man.
like that's cool, but also let's take the police part out. All right, Okay, so they executed a no-knock warrant
Yeah.
at the wrong address
Yeah.
for a nigga they already had in custody.
Yeah.
That's cool. On one sense, like, oh, it's just a clerical error. Somebody fucked up. Like, that's cool in my job because that just means I made your pizza wrong. That's not cool whenever you bust in somebody's house with guns and murder people. Like, yeah, it was the same error, but the consequences are extremely different.
Hey, man.
Somebody had to,
It's
like,
the
own up
police.
to that shit.
The police is never going to. Man, they're not going to get convicted. We've seen this one a whole lot.
Like,
You can charge them all day.
I'm not going to say fully abolish the police because, I don't know, it's too much for white folks. But I will say definitely defunding bitches because what you don't realize is these motherfuckers aren't heroes.
No.
They're not soldiers because if they were fucking soldiers, they would have went to the army. But they couldn't handle that shit. So they trained for like 6 months.
Maybe.
No, they trained for 6 months in order to run a mile in like less than 10, 12 minutes.
Yep.
And then they trained for like 21 weeks, which is about, what's that, about 4 months?
Something
4 or
like
5
that.
months? And then became a cop. Speaking of which, the reason why you see so many fat cops and no fat state troopers is because once you pass that fitness test to become a cop, you never have to take it again. You never have to work out again. Meanwhile, like state troopers have to do this shit on a regular basis, and if you fail that shit, like nigga, you can't be out here because you can't handle this shit. Meanwhile, cops is like, well, did that shit, and then they fucking like take off their bra like they just got home and start eating donuts and shit, and like that's it for them. But like these niggas can't handle shit. Like they think they're heroes. Like, nah, nigga, you're the same as the nigga at the BMV and the nigga who delivers my mail. You're a government employee. You're like a municipal servant. Like
they get to do
You're
whatever.
not a hero. You just got a car and a gun. Meanwhile, this nigga got some fucking blue dicky short shorts and a satchel to drop off my mail. Like, you're not special.
As long as the police know, like, hey, you are not no authority figure to me. Like, I'm telling you that right now. Don't talk to me like that. And it usually goes cool after, like, hey, you talk to me like you got some sense.
You know, that's why I don't interact with cops.
I try not to. I do pretty good, though. Not fucking with them.
Because, like, one of us knows the other one's going to murder him, and the other one believes that the other one's going to murder him. They think I'm going to be violent, so they're definitely going to murder me. And it's like, these niggas are going to kill me. I got to take them out. Like, that's why I don't want to be involved with them. Because, like, nigga, this shit can't go peaceful.
It's me or you. Oh, well. Anyway.
I'm already big, and most cops are small, white, and scary. So they looking at me like, oh, I don't know what he's going to do. Freeze. Pop, 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 pop. Put your hands above your head. Nah, nigga, I'm already out. Like, speaking of which, nigga, that's the goofiest shit I've ever seen. And people are finally fucking seeing it on video and camera to where, like, even with the George Floyd shit, like, we saw it on camera. And if you read the police report, it's he was transported to the hospital and he died at the hospital. Like, no, we saw the nigga die right there. Like, who's your medical examiner? Like, I need to know this shit. Because it ain't fucking cool. But they're still doing the same shit now. Where it's like, nigga, we can see you fucking up. And you're still like, no, this is what happened. Like, nah, nigga, we saw you. To where all they have to do is like, oh, I said this shit, so this shit's true. Rayshard Brooks. The nigga ran away. They shot him in the back. And after he was on the ground dying, like, freeze, don't move, don't persist, put your hands up. Like, the nigga's dead right now. Like, you can yell that shit at him and you can put it in the report that you said this shit. But like the one dude who said you guys is responsible for George Floyd as the police are, it's like, oh, you niggas don't know how time works. Like, y'all just think, and Trump is giving y'all a terrible example, like, oh, I said some shit, so it's real. So boom, there it is. This happened. No, nigga, we watched it. He shot an empty taser at me. I was afraid for my life, so I shot him in the back as he was running away.
I don't know. But shit's crazy, man. I just know.
Yeah. And if you defund police in a situation where you got a drunk nigga passed out, the fucked up thing is, this is not the first black dude who's been murdered for being passed out in a drive-thru.
Not at all.
But it's like, you don't know how that call can be handled? No cop comes out. Just a nigga like, hey, nigga, I called you an Uber. Get your drunk ass in the car. And that's it. This nigga's gone.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I see that.
When I'm shopping at Whole Foods.
Oh yeah,
I did see that.
that's the one that's
I seen that this
cooperating.
morning.
Yeah, don't be harassing that man. Just don't be harassed. I mean, let them. They're not gonna get convicted.
You've already seen what happens to them niggas
Yeah, just
on a regular basis. You've already seen what they do to niggas that aren't bothering them. So maybe don't approach them in the grocery store talking crazy because they murder niggas.
But
This nigga caught a body and he's in Whole Foods like
white
4
America.
weeks later.
White America cares right now, which is kind of crazy. Well, I don't know if they really care. They're acting like they care though. I don't know. I think they're going overboard. It was a little shit. Like Angel Mama and shit. It's like, come on, man.
No. Have you seen the original Angel Mama?
Yeah. But come on, man. We can't get
I feel
distracted.
like that is going
Let's
too
not
far, though.
applaud them. They should have just did that shit and don't be putting all the shit on the internet.
A part of it is like virtue signaling to where it's like, look at us. We're good people. We're doing this. But it's also like, hey, have you hired any niggas? Have you talked to the niggas that already work for you about how they feel about certain practices or what's going on around them? Or like,
No.
I get it. You put up a black square and said, hey, black people, you're all right with me. But, like, have you helped niggas at all?
And I don't know if...
And I'm seeing all these donations like,
what is
this
it really
is to
about?
end racial discrimination.
What is it really
It's like,
about?
where does that money go?
Like, if motherfuckers just caring because chilling inside and they got nothing else to do? Is it really just mad at Trump? Are they really protesting coronavirus and lockdown? Like, I don't think everybody's really in it.
But a part of it is
For us.
It's a perfect storm of factors.
Because they was going to protest haircuts anyway. So,
well, trust me, it's a different crowd that's protesting fucking haircuts than it's protesting Black
is
Lives
it?
Matter.
I just think they let's just beat Trump and all this shit.
So we've got Trump and all his fucking foolishness to where like the shit that oppressive white people have been saying behind closed doors, this motherfucker's just saying it on cameras and on microphones. And then we've got a pandemic, which is some shit like nobody living in this country has gone through before. And it's just murdering niggas, and you can't even get direct science on it because if you're speaking like, oh, this is what's happening, this is what we need to do. Stop being political. Get your politics out of my... But nigga, it's not political. This disease is gonna kill you, whether if you're left or right. Yeah, but I don't want to wear a mask because it's hard to look good in my selfies. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on with that. So niggas can't go outside. There's like no new TV productions. There's no sports on right now. So there's no distractions. So where can your energy possibly go?
These nuts. I'm sorry. I'm still
the
just
only direction for all that energy to go is into these protests.
Oh, community college ass nigga like that. They ain't here for us. That's all I'm gonna say. Hey man.
Went to a real college, bitch.
Oh, community college ass nigga like yourself. I went to that college too, nigga.
I went to the real one and I went to 2 regionals.
Nah, man, you can't get me to go to Oxford. They tried that shit. I can go to Hamilton.
It's a lot of white people. It's not fun.
Nah, niggas a lot of Chinese. I'm sorry. Kung flu, nigga. Some college is better than no college. But now you get motherfuckers like, you know, these fucking books, because we wasn't supposed to read.
Which is true.
And now I don't want to read, but hey, nigga.
J. Cole face ass nigga. Nah, I quit. I'm not doing that.
All the shit's right here. Hey, nigga, I can listen though. I can retain some audio information.
But that's the shit that gets me is like, nigga, did you read? No, then shut the fuck up when niggas who did read start talking. It goes into another point of mine. This was going to be my wise words, but here we are, and it's this. Some shit isn't up for debate. Like, if you didn't read, don't argue. Like, if you go to class, do what you did in class. Or if you didn't read, you shut the fuck up, and you hope that, like, the 3 smart niggas that always on the ball handle that shit that day, and the teacher don't go like, fuck that, I'm tired of hearing from these 3 niggas. What the fuck y'all got to say? And then it just gets uncomfortably quiet. Like, if you don't know shit, it's perfectly fine to shut the fuck up. But there are a lot of dumb people who don't read, and it's like, well, I'm just asking questions. All right, asking questions is one part of like the composition of a smart motherfucker. But you want to know what comes is I read and then I ask questions. It's not like I heard you say some shit and I'm just asking questions like Trump does. Like, I'm just challenging what you believe. Yeah, nigga, but you don't believe shit and you didn't read up on what we're talking about. You can't show up to the debate and debate when you don't know the fucking topic.
Doesn't matter. I'm white.
Like, some shit ain't for arguing. And I heard this.
Doesn't matter. I'm white.
I heard this from the little one.
I'm gonna start saying that.
I heard this on another podcast. I dealt with this shit that I dealt with at work. White Girl Influence right now dealt with this shit at work. On the basis like some shit not being enough for arguing. If a motherfucker tells you stink, there's nothing you can say. It's like, it's the same essence as that. Where it's like, oh man, you smell like ass. No, because no. There's no argument. I told you smell like ass. Nigga, you can't convince my nostrils that they ain't fucking burning right now. You stink. The only response is, all right, I'm gonna work on that. That's it. Or you just quietly walk the fuck away.
No. How about you mind your own business?
Niggas is arguing shit that can't be argued. That's what's happening.
You can always argue the shit. It don't
I'm
matter.
asking questions, but you didn't read. You don't know the subject.
Doesn't matter. You get the trunk.
My senior year, I think it was AP Literature. I showed up. Motherfuckers were talking about the Grapes of Wrath for summer reading. I didn't get the Grapes of Wrath over the summer, nigga. I bullshitted my whole way through like the first semester of this AP Lit class and managed to pass having never read Grapes of Wrath. Do you think I was raising my hand? Like, oh man, here's what I think about this subject. Nah, I shut the fuck up. The whole time.
Whatever.
Between Cliff Notes and listening to niggas, I managed to get by with like a C+.
No, man. This shit
but
is
you can't do that.
This shit's all fake. I think it's all fake love. Cause, yeah, man,
like I said, there's nowhere else for the energy to go.
Yeah.
And we can't pretend like it isn't what it is. Like, there's still some people who are like, no, that's not what happened. And people out here doing lunges like, this is how he was on his neck and you can see, like, there's no pressure. Like, that's not how he was doing it, nigga. That's a lunge. That nigga was fucking praying to Mecca on the nigga's neck right there. Like, both knees down.
See, everybody care now. Just like, don't know the fake NFL shit. Like, wait. Get the fuck out of here. Now everybody cool with it. Like, you guys don't want to be on the wrong side of it.
Pretty much.
When you thought motherfuckers was going to be mad about it, it was fuck him. And I don't know. It's just, I hate it. I ain't never been a flip-flopper. Like, yeah.
With the Trump shit, like, oh, silent majority. Like, it's not a silent majority. It's a few loud motherfuckers. Like, if you've ever worked a customer service job, that's what that is. Like, oh, we've had 3 complaints in this span of time, and if 3 people called in to complain about it, that must mean at least like 15% of our customers had this. No, nigga, it's just those loud ass 3 motherfuckers. The other like 99.8% of people that we had, cool, satisfied with their shit, came back. These 3 had a problem. Don't assume that because 3 people are speaking loudly, millions of people have this issue. Like, no, there is no silent majority. Like, y'all niggas are the minority.
Hey man, what you got, bud?
Not much, but I do think it is all the support from the whites. My bad. That kind of sound weird, but
no, it doesn't.
No, nigga, white people. The whites. Same shit.
Whites. It does seem a little weird. Like, I seen that Aunt Jemima stuff like a couple of days ago. I'm like, I understand where like you're coming from, but like that's going a little too far, and like that's not what we're talking about right now.
Yeah, but don't get sidetracked by Aunt Jemima. Like, is that the focal point? No, we want to see niggas get opportunities in things. Like, but you've seen white people when they first realize what the fuck is going on with niggas. Like, they get emotional and go a little bit too far. Where it's like, all right, nigga, you're too woke. Like, you didn't know, and now
if you don't know, now you know.
Like, you crying tears every time you see a young black child because you're like, I don't know what they're gonna go through. Like, yeah, I know it's rough, but he'll be all right, nigga. Stop crying. Like, dial it back and put that energy into something. Like the white savior movies, wherever the white teacher comes to teach in the hood and she's just crying over all this lost potential. Like, no, stop the fucking crying and just do some shit.
Hey,
like,
teach the younger whites. It's okay. Like, that's all you got to do.
And
don't do nothing crazy over here. How about you just make sure the motherfuckers around you that are younger.
Yeah. It's like, hey, don't even talk to niggas. You don't have to. You can just go talk to other white people.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the secret.
I know. Hey, I know. I'm black all the time.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Don't talk to me about your Black Lives Matter shit. Especially to me, it's like, I've been black. Like, I'm glad you're just now starting to see this shit. But I've been here. You know those conversations you're just now hearing about black parents having with their kids? I had those.
Yeah. Yeah.
As a child, by the way, like just in case you didn't know.
He was real young.
What is he, over 5 feet tall? Okay, you're officially a threatening black man.
Yep.
That's it for you. Like, you can be mistaken for a grown nigga in his 30s that's 200 pounds and 6 feet tall and robbed a grocery store. Like, nigga, that's you now.
Real fast.
Good luck.
Any happy news? I don't know. Everybody's catching coronavirus. I don't think we're going to sports.
I don't know. Before you get to the happy news, I just want to say that I think it's up to 7 now. Last time I checked, it was 6. Cops really think we dumb out here because there have been a lot of young black men, 6 to 7 young black men who've been publicly lynched in front of like state buildings and shit, and there's been like no camera recording,
suicide, nigga.
And they ruled it as suicide. I'm like,
oh, Sandra Bland.
No, what?
No, my bad.
No, I wish I knew that it would mean more if I knew the names, but I don't remember the names of dead niggas off the top of my head because it's very
one
depressing.
One like an elementary school and
some of them like in front of state buildings.
State buildings and shit. It's like
it's like where there's no surveillance and these niggas decided suicide by lynching.
Yeah, I know what you
would be the way to go. I don't know.
It was like a bunch of those like across the country, wasn't?
Nigga, I just said 6 to 7.
My bad. I wasn't. I really wasn't.
Wasn't paying attention. I'm
well aware.
Wasn't paying attention. You've shown that. And we said about niggas not paying attention, but ask questions.
Pay attention. Pay attention.
But no, that takes me back to the George Floyd medical examiner's report. We're like, oh, he got to the hospital and then died on the scene there. Like, no, nigga, we watched him die on camera in the street with a nigga on his neck.
Did you see the Breonna Taylor report?
Man,
police report from that night. It's almost like it didn't even happen.
Pretty much.
Nah, that shit was, what does it say, heavily redacted, but then it just left shit blank.
Oh no, and if you listen to her parents, they were calling saying like, well, does the boyfriend like have any enemies? Like, nigga, y'all murdered the niggas. Like, y'all kicked in the door and shot.
That was you guys.
Yeah, it wasn't no what? Did he have any enemies you were aware of? Apparently you niggas. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, you showed up to shoot them niggas and you saw other niggas shooting them and then they ran out the back door. Like, no, it was just you there.
Where's it at? Yeah, the incident report. That's what it was. It was a good fucking time. Where's it at? I can't even fucking find it now. No. Stupid shit. But yeah, that report was crazy. They shouldn't be able to write their own shit.
No, not at all.
No, not even a little bit.
It's like whenever a cop comes out and says like, oh, we're investigating the incident. Like, y'all are investigating some shit that y'all did?
Yeah, this isn't gonna happen.
That don't sound right. But no, speaking of the sports shit, number one, the Washington Redskins like removed a statue of their first owner, and I'm like, that's cool. But also, the name of the team is still the Redskins.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna clap for you niggas, cause no, like that's not cool. The Panthers did the same shit with their former owner, like took that nigga's weird statue down
with the big balls.
No, the Panthers with the nuts are still there. So the balls are all in attendance.
Yesterday's report listed Taylor's injuries as none. In fact, the 4-page report only included the time, the date, case number, and the victim's name. Officers also checked no next to the box that says forced entry. But again, witnesses and crime scene photos show officers
that was real.
did use the battering ram to force entry. And when officers were given the opportunity to explain how the events of that fatal night unfolded, they wrote PIU investigation, referring to the officers involved in the incident being investigated themselves. The city's mayor has since responded, saying it's issues like these that erode public confidence in Louisville's police department and its ability to do its job.
But also, that's not just Louisville's police department.
That's just how police roll. It's crazy.
What happened? Nothing. Like, no, nigga, something happened. Like, somebody's dead, another nigga shot.
Standard police procedure. Nothing to see here. Move along. Next.
Oh no, but definitely sports are not coming back.
Nah.
Like we can try the Disney bubble shit. It's like,
Everybody's
they're
already
gonna
got
be
it.
in Florida,
Everybody's already got it.
and they're gonna be in this bubble environment, and then cases in Florida spike by like 4,000 cases in a fucking day, and it's like, well, actually. And they started testing motherfuckers in Clemson with Dabo Swinney talking about, his players are coming back, and him and Mike Gundy at Oklahoma State are like, oh, we have to have these players coming back to support the economies and blah 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 blah. And then they start fucking testing players, and 21 players on Clemson tested positive. So it's like you can't stop.
Everyone has AIDS.
You can't stop it. It's another reason why I haven't gone back to the gym. Yes, the gym is open. But if you have a disease that spreads the way COVID-19 does, and you have motherfuckers in a small enclosed space,
That's what the extreme left wants you to think. Fake news.
sweating and shit, like
Fake
that
news.
doesn't work out like
Fake
that.
news. Donald Trump is fine. Anybody have any wise words? Wash your hands. Still. I think that's how I'm beating it for real. I wash my hands all the time. I don't let people touch me or hug me. That fucking Dorothy's always trying to do. That shit pissing me off.
I don't know. I might have some.
Just wash your hands, people. And I guess keep caring about black people. That's cool.
Hashtag pancakes still bust though.
I don't know. My wise words, I think they were, don't try to be brand new for brand new motherfuckers. The real you might work. But some of y'all are trash, so maybe brand new might work. I don't know. I lose hope for this country more and more as time goes on.
Well, it's been Smoke Break with Jarrell and Sandin and Bud. See, man, that shit, man, ain't nobody on that shit, man. You know what this is, nigga.
Say our name, say come back next time, maybe tease some shit that's coming up. I don't fucking know how this works.
Hey. Got something for your ass, Sandin.
Nah, I'm cool.
Oh, man.
Nah, I'm probably cool.
Everybody, have a good time. Try to be nice to one another. And I'm going to leave y'all with this. It's a good one. You haven't heard it. You enjoyed it?
Oh, yeah. Nah, I remember that.
Trapped the whole winter, scanned for the summer. Came to America with dope in her stomach. Spent 1,100 on these Valentino runners. We just fucking fled the summer. Before I hit, I changed my number. Pac-Man on the track.
That's a good time.
I jump off a bridge before I put my dick in plastic. I was so fucked up that I had to...
No.
Oh, no, I stand by that 100%.
If my bitch say bless you when you sneeze, you can have her.
Who is that?
She belonged to the streets.
I don't fucking know, man. I can't tell you, but...
I listened to it and I heard I jump off a bridge before I put my dick in plastic. And like, you want to know what? That's a man I can relate to.
Vibes.
Let my people go.
It sounds racist right now.
Hey, them niggas is looking at me like, you know what? You doing all right for yourself. I am my ancestors' wildest dreams. Smoke break.
Not they wildest dream, but they like, all right, nigga, that's cool. I feel like I
Wait. You tell these white people they can't use your bathroom? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got an energy they would appreciate, which is make it the fuck out of my face, which, that's it. I say what they wish they could say on a daily basis, which is just fuck you and everything you stand for. That's how I feel in my spirit, and I feel like that's what connects me to the ancestors.
Smoke break. Smoke break.
Fuck you, nigga, if you got off that horse, I'll whoop your ass. Like, that's how they felt, and I embody that.
I'm here, nigga. Smoke break.
Yeah, whatever, smoke break.